Good morning students. Today I am going to explain you some sums from exercise 3.4. Okay. In previous video I have explained to you question first and second. But question first I want to explain once again. Okay. And then after I will explain question number 4, 5 and 6. Sums are very simple. Before starting question 1, I would like to explain properties of parallelogram, square, rhombus and rectangle and trapezium and kite so that you can understand these sums easily. Okay, so my dear student, see please properties of parallelogram. You can see ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, AB, BC, CD and DA are sides. Angle A, angle B, angle C and D are four angles, four sides, four angles. And A, B, C and D are vertices. You know vertices where sides meet. A is vertex, DA and BA meet. Okay, the vertex you know very well. A, B, C and D are vertices. Okay. Now please student, you see AB and CB meeting at point B, BC and CD meeting at point C, CD and DA meeting at point D, DA and BA meeting at point A. So two sides which have common vertex are called adjacent side. Two sides which have common vertex are called adjacent side. Means AB and BC have common vertex B. So AB and BC are adjacent sides. Similarly, BC and CD have common vertex C. So BC and CD are adjacent sides. CD and DA have common vertex D. So CD and DA are adjacent sides. DA and AB have common vertex A. So DA and AB are adjacent sides. Correct? It means those two sides which don't have common vertex are called opposite sides. So AD and BC are opposite sides. AB and DC are opposite sides. Okay. Similarly, you see angle A and B have common side AB. Both are forming on common side AB. So angle A and B are adjacent angle. Similarly, angle B and C are adjacent angle because common side BC. Both have common side BC. Okay. So C and D are adjacent angle because both angle have common side CD. D and A are adjacent angle because both have common side AD. Correct? Now my dear student, you should know about opposite angle. Angle B and D are opposite angle. Angle C and A are opposite angle. So you see properties. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. It means AB equal to DC, AD equal to BC. I shown you. AD equal to BC, AB equal to DC. And these are parallel also. Okay. Now you see opposite angles are equal. So angle A equal to C, angle B equal to D. Diagonals bisect each other. Yes, AC and BD are diagonal. I have not drawn here. AC and BD are diagonal which bisect each other and may be equal, may not be. Okay. Now you see sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. Yes, in parallelograms either we take rectangle, square, rhombus. These are the parallelogram. Remember. So in parallelogram sum of adjacent angle 180 degree. So angle A plus B equal to 180 degree. Similarly, you can take B plus C 180 degree. Angle C plus D 180 degree. Angle D plus angle A equal to 180 degree. Okay. So whenever two sides are parallel, so you can take sum of adjacent angle 180 degree. Even you can say these are the interior angle also. Even co-interior also we can say. Okay. This already explained you adjacent sides AB and BC, BC and CD, CD and DA, D and AB. Adjacent angle, angle A and B, angle B and C, angle C and D, angle D and A, diagonal AC and BD. Okay. Correct. Now I am going to explain properties of square, rectangle, rhombus and kite and trapezium. Okay. Now you see properties of parallelogram. Already explained you. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Diagonal bisect each other. In square, opposite sides are equal. Not only opposite side, you can take here all sides are equal. Opposite angle equal. you can take all angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other at right angle, and diagonals equal also. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Yes, if diagonals are bisecting at 90 degree, it means perpendicular also. I am showing you here. AC and BD are diagonals, bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay, and diagonals equal also. And you see each angle 90 degree, all sides are equal. Okay, square is a parallelogram, square is a rhombus, square is a trapezium, square is a rectangle. Yes, because square have more property compared to square, rhombus, rectangle, trapezium. Okay, now see properties of rectangle. Opposite sides of rectangle are same length. Yes, opposite sides of rectangle are equal. Angles of rectangle are congruent. Yes, equal. You can see in this figure. Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. Each angle 90 degree. Okay, it is also parallelogram. You can see diagonals of rectangle bisect each other and equal also. But diagonal bisect each other but not at 90 degree, remember. Okay, in rhombus, sides of rhombus are equal. Okay, here mentioned sides of rhombus are all congruent. Yes, means equal. All sides of rhombus are equal. Opposite angles of rhombus are congruent. Yes, you can see here. Yes, opposite angles of rhombus are equal. Congruent means equal, and all sides are equal. In trapezium, one pair of opposite sides parallel and one pair non-parallel. So you can, if we take parallel side here, so we can take here sum of adjacent angle 180 degree. Not every side. Okay. Here, if we take these two sides are parallel, so we can take sum of adjacent angle 180 degree. Right? Okay. Now, kite. Diagonals are perpendicular to one another. Longer diagonal bisect to the shorter one. Yes. Yeah. Longer diagonal bisect shorter one. And bisect at 90 degree. Even pair of consecutive sides, you see. One pair of consecutive and second pair of consecutive. So two pair we get of equal sides. Okay, so these are the properties. Now I am going to explain exercise 3.4. State whether true or false all rectangle are squares. False. Why? Because in rectangle only opposite sides are equal. In square all sides are equal. In rectangle diagonal bisect and equal. In square diagonal bisect at 90 degree and equal. So rectangle can't be a square. Square can be a rectangle. It is a false. B part. All rhombuses are parallelogram. Yes, definitely. I told you square, rectangle and rhombus are parallelogram. All square are rhombus and also rectangles. Yes, definitely. Square can be rhombus, square can be rectangle, because square satisfy all the properties of rhombus and rectangles. Okay, in squares, you know, all sides are equal. In rhombus, all sides are equal. In rectangle, only opposite sides are equal. In square, diagonal bisect at 90 degree and equal. In rhombus, diagonal bisect at 90 degree, but not equal. Each angle of square is 90 degree, but in rhombus only opposite sides are equal. So that's why a square can be a rhombus also and can be a rectangle also. Okay. Now D part, R square are not parallelogram. It is false because a square is a parallelogram. Okay. So my dear student, I explain you first question. Now you see question number 4. Name the quadrilateral whose diagonals bisect each other. Yes, my dear student. In parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. In square, diagonals bisect each other. In rectangle, diagonal bisect each other. Okay. And in rhombus also diagonal bisect each other. So in first answer will be parallelogram, rectangle, square and rhombus. Second part, are perpendicular bisector of each other. Diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. In which figure? So we can take rhombus and square. Okay. In square, diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree, and rhombus also diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. Third part, diagonals equal. So my dear student, in rectangle diagonals equal and in square diagonals equal. So answer will be square and rectangle. Now question 5. Explain why rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. My dear student, when I explained convex polygon, that time I told you clearly कि if two diagonal lie in interior of polygon, so that will be a convex polygon. Similarly, in rectangle, two diagonals lie in interior of the rectangle. That's why rectangle will be a convex quadrilateral. Okay. Now you see question 6. ABC is right angle and O is the midpoint of side opposite to right angle. Side opposite to right angle AC. Why? Because B is a right angle. Explain why O is the equidistant from A, B and C. Why? O is the equidistance from A, B, C. For help, dotted line and drawn additional to help you. Okay. AD, CD and okay, you can see. It means we got rectangle. By joining AD, CD and OD, we are getting rectangle. It means two right triangles. Okay. So when we get rectangle, we know in rectangle, diagonal bisect, okay, and equal also. In rectangle, diagonals bisect each other and equal also. It means half of AC diagonal and half of BD diagonal are equal. Half, because bisect each other. Half of AC diagonal and half of BD diagonal are equal. It means I can take, if I take half of AC is OA and half of BD is OB, so OA equal to OB. Similarly, I can take OD equal to OC. Correct? Now also given O is the midpoint of AC, so it means OA equal to OC also. Because we know diagonal bisect each other, so OA equal to OC also and OB equal to OD also. That's why OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD. OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD. It means O is the equidistance from A, B and C. Okay, dear students. So exercise 3.4 completed. Thank you very much. Take care.